Every day, WeatherNation brings you weather information to help keep you safe. And every week, John Van Pelt helps get you prepared long before the bad weather strikes. Here with our tip of the week is John Van Pelt, and this week we're talking about tropical vacations. Now, John, as we head deeper into the hurricane season, tropical activity usually picks up quite a bit. What does this mean as we're trying to plan our vacations to the beach or even out to the Caribbean?
Well, Shelley, the first thing you need to do is check the tropical weather forecast before you head to your destination. If a storm is possible during your stay, you need to have a plan for returning home or at least moving away from the coast if needed. Be aware that if you're on an island in the Caribbean, your hotel may not be a safe shelter for you during a storm, and you need to know where you'll be safe if you're unable to leave the island due to flight problems or other issues. And if you're heading to the beach on the Gulf or East Coast and a storm is possible during your trip, remember that if a mandatory evacuation is ordered for where you are, you'll have to leave your hotel. So you need to know what the storm cancellation policies are when you book your vacation and know where you'll go if you can't go home.
And what about taking cruises during the hurricane season? What happens if a storm threatens our trip?
Yes, Shelley, one of the first things you need to do here is to have travel insurance so you'll be covered if you have to cancel or reschedule your cruise. And if you actually encounter a storm during your cruise, depending on the severity of the storm and the timing, your cruise might be shortened or extended. If the cruise line can get the ship back to its home port before the storm hits, you could end up with a shorter trip than you anticipated. But on the other hand, if trying to get back to port will put the ship and you in danger, or the port itself is closed, the cruise line might decide to keep the ship out at sea or parked at a dock far away from the storm. For example, during Hurricane Harvey, some people ended up with a 2-week cruise instead of a 1-week cruise because the port of Galveston was shut down for several days.
And what else should we keep in mind when planning a vacation during the hurricane season?
Yes, Shelley, depending on where you live, it's possible that a big storm might affect your home area while you're perfectly safe away on vacation. So you need to make sure you have a plan to have someone who can take care of things like securing your outdoor furniture and other issues to protect your home if you're unable to return before the storm hits.
Thank you, John Van Pelt, for keeping us weather ready with our tip of the week. And remember, join us here for a new tip of the week every week right here on WeatherNation.